Hello all, and welcome to, I guess this is number 6 in our series so far. I've done 6 of these so far. People from all over. We welcome you all, and you're in for a big treat tonight, I promise. That is just a nice Eurovision Song Contest logo that I found. And here we go. So that first song here was Chocolade Menta Mastic. It translates to chocolate mint gum. And they were an Israeli female music trio active in the 1970s, comprised of Yardena Arazi, Ruthie Holtzman, and either Tammy Azaria or Leah Lupitin. All the women served in the IDF as part of the Nahal ensemble. The trio performed both in Israel and internationally, especially after being the 1976 entry to the Eurovision Song Contest. This was one of the first few entries. And this was in Hague, and that song was Emor Shalom. And Leah Lupitin later worked with Eurovision winners Milk and Honey, replacing Gali Atari to perform the 1979 winning Eurovision entry Hallelujah, which I'll show in a little bit here. And the conductor was Mati Kaspi. All right, hello y'all. I'm Jason, and I was featured on Israel Hour Radio back in December of 2022, and you can go back and listen to it. It was a pretty nice playlist that I put together. And throughout 2020, I started basically showing some of these videos to friends, and we all got interested, so we love sharing them. So that's why. All right. So the first thing is, you don't have to understand the words to be able to enjoy Israeli music. Some of the videos do have subtitles, and a lot of them towards the end today are in English, because that's kind of what happens with Eurovision. It's the universal language. There are various apps and such to listen to Israeli music. Our Live, which is pictured on the screen there, is one of them. And after the presentation, as well as from the previous ones, all of my presentations that I've given with the FJMC and other places are available for free at jasonhecht.com. And there's a dedicated page. You basically join. It's a free membership. I don't charge anything. And if you want to donate money to the FJMC or whatever, that's fine. So some of the artists or videos might have some offensive materials or words. If you see something or hear something in any of these songs, please don't be offended by it in any way. In Israel, much of this might be allowed on the radio and TV, because I've heard some of it. It does eventually get edited or filtered. And there's so much music and video available. It would be wonderful to share in the future interesting content with everyone interested. And if you have ideas or anything that you would possibly share yourself or want me to share, please contact me. I'm looking also for somebody to interview and possibly at the next one. And due to time constraints, some years of the Eurovision were skipped in my presentation, but they can all be seen in the bonus section. And this presentation, I get it, it is a little long. It's going to be longer than an hour. I mean, I spent 5 months working on this, so that's the reason. And here's like a sample screen of what it is on my website. And okay, so what is Eurovision? The Eurovision Song Contest is an annual competition held among active member countries of the European Broadcasting Union, the EBU. Each member country submits a song to be performed on live television, and then viewers cast votes for the other country songs to determine the most popular song in the competition. Each country is not allowed to vote for their own country. By the way, in the US and today, you can go on to the Eurovision website and vote in America for one of the entries. And I would suggest you all vote for the Israeli entry. Okay, so the history of the Eurovision Song Contest began with the brainchild of Marcel Benzincon of the European Broadcasting Union. The contest was based on Italian San Remo Music Festival and was designed to test the limits of live television broadcast technology. Israel has participated in the Eurovision Song Contest 45 times since making its debut in 1973. Israel was able to enter the contest as the Israeli Broadcasting Authority, IBA, was an active member of the European Broadcasting Union, the EBU. So the IBA and the EBU, which was responsible for the event. The IBA was succeeded as the broadcaster in charge of the Israeli entry by the Israeli Public Broadcasting Corporation, like PBS in the United States. And these guys were IPBC and Khan in 2018. Israel has won the contest 4 times and has hosted the contest in Jerusalem in 1979, 1999, and in Tel Aviv in 2019. And I will explain why one of the years they did not host. Since 2014, Israel has employed different methods to select its Eurovision Song Contest representatives. Let's delve into the details. One is the domestic contest. Israel has often organized national selection contests where local artists compete to represent the country at Eurovision. These contests involve auditions, live performances, and voting by the public or a panel of judges. The winner of the domestic contest gets the opportunity to perform at Eurovision. Internal selections. In some years, Israel has opted for internal selections. The broadcaster directly chooses an artist or group to represent the country without a public competition. But when they do that, they usually have the song chosen by the public. Sometimes Israel uses a combination of both. They may internally select an artist and then hold a national contest to choose the song they will perform. There's a list of the Israel national selections by year available on the internet, and it's provided in the notes that's going to be on the website after the presentation's over. And here is a recent example, and this is the most current. In 2024, Israel's representative is Eden Golan, a 20-year-old singer who grew up in Russia. She won a domestic contest on the TV show HaKochav Haba, A Star is Born or The Next Star, to earn the right to perform at Eurovision. More of this will be explained on the next slide. And let's keep going here. Okay. So the Kadam Eurovision is translated into English pre-Eurovision, is short known as the Kadam. Hebrew mean the English meaning pre. It was the Israeli national pre-selection of the Eurovision Song Contest. And in the bonus notes of the presentation, I have a lot of the Kadam Eurovisions, and I was watching a lot of them the last couple months, and they're great. The competition was first introduced in 1981 and ran until 2014. So I told you, there's a lot of them. The Kadam Eurovision 1985 final was held at the International Convention Center in Jerusalem, hosted by Dalia Mazur and Nathan Dotner. 14 songs took place, and the winner was chosen by the votes of 7 regional juries. The next few slides show some of my favorite Kadam moments. Many of the Kadam songs have become some famous Israeli dances as well.
מי שלא ידע אהבה בחייו, מי שלא ידע אהבה, מי שלא טעם גאווה מימיו, מי שלא טעם גאווה, ויחשב ליבו לקרוב, ויאמר בנפשו לעזוב, עוד לא באה דרכו אל סופה, עוד תבוא שעתו היפה.
Okay, that song was Will Come. It's a song by Yardena Razi that participated in the 1985 Kadam Eurovision Song Contest, and it came in 3rd place. It was later remixed in 2007 and was a bigger success then. Okay, this song is one of my favorites, and I promised you back on Hanukkah I was going to put it in, and I found a spot to put it. So this song is Kamotzo Ani, which was done at Kadam 1985, featuring Uzi Heitman and Yigal Bashan. Uzi Heitman was an Israeli singer, songwriter, composer, musician, actor, director, and television personality. His career began in 1976 when he composed a popular melody for Adon Olam. And I recently listened to it. It was pretty nice. It's a pretty nice melody. He composed and wrote over 650 songs. 3 of his most favorite songs are Noladi La Shalom, I Was Born for Peace, Todah, Thank You, and Khan Here. And Khan is going to be shown later on in the presentation in 1991 Eurovision. Okay, so he also in this video is Yigal Bashan. Yigal Bashan began his career by forming a duo with Shlomit Aharon. His military service in the Northern Command Band contributed to his musical development. His solo career post-military featured a fusion of Western and Israeli music styles, resulting in multiple hit songs. Yigal was a member of the pop trio Kamotzo Anim, Hebrew like gypsies, similar to the song, that appeared on the Hopa Hey Israeli television children's television show, where he collaborated with Yonatan Miller, Uzi Heitman, Tzipi Shavit. This is probably why the song made its debut at Kadam Eurovision in 1985, and it had the same theme, gypsies. Please go back and watch the whole video of this because it's great. We did a little tribute to Yigal Bashan in the collaborations presentation.
פתאום נפלה עליי מין הגשה כזו של צועני עגלה, נדודים, כינור וניגונים בדמיוני, לנדוד מעיר לעיר ולנגן לי שיר, כינור שמייבב מרהיב מיתר בלב וממש בנשמתי, כמו צועני מסתובב לי בעולם והעולם כולו ביתי, כמו צועני מסתובב לי בעולם והשירים בנשמתי, לה 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 לה
So this next one is Anat Atzmon. She was born the 27th of November, 1958, and raised in Tel Aviv. She is the daughter of the theater actor Shmulik Atzmon, and in her childhood, her father exposed her to Yiddish culture. She studied at the Aleph High School of Arts in Tel Aviv, and in 1976, she was drafted and subsequently served in the IDF theater. After her military service, she learned to act in the Tel Aviv University, and she is widely famous. She became widely famous in Israel during 1978 when she played the main character of Neely in Boaz Davidson's cult youth film Lemon Popsicle. And this song came in 4th place in 1989, and it's one of the greatest songs.
בחלום היה חלום שטוף אור, אני אומרת מנסה לבחור, לא נותנת לעצמי לעצום את העיניים, שתי דרכים הובילו אל האור, מתחמקת מנסה לזכור, כי לא ידעתי איך אוכל לבחור מבין השתיים. בוא נטייל במחשבות, עם המילים לא נפגשות, יש עוד תקווה בחלומות שלא ידענו.
So earlier we saw the 1976 performance of Imor Shalom. Here are some other entries to Eurovision in the 70s and where they wound up. The videos, again, are in the extra section and will be available after the presentation. Ilanit with Asham wound up in 4th place in 1973. Hugi wound up in 7th place in 1974. And Shlomo Artzi wound up in 11th place in 1975. So here we go. This is a very famous song. This was Israel's first Eurovision win, which meant under the rules of the contest, they would host the following year's contest, marking the first time that the Eurovision Song Contest would take place outside Europe. This song, written by Ehud Manor and composed and conducted by Nurit Hirsch, a duo who had collaborated frequently in writing Israeli Eurovision entries, including the country's 1973 first-time entry, Asham. Abani B is an up-tempo disco number, heralding a move towards this style of performance in later years. The song's refrain was in Sfat Habet, sort of like an Israeli ooby-dooby, or as we say, Pig Latin. In addition to the full version, all in Hebrew, Izhar Cohen and the Alpha Beta recorded a version with English and Hebrew lyrics. Izhar Cohen and Alpha Beta led Israel to victory, but there's more. According to the broadcaster, John Kennedy O'Connor, broadcasters in many of the non-participating Arab countries in North Africa and Asia who had been transmitting the contest had to cut the broadcast when it was clear Israel was going to win. The heads of the Israeli television hadn't expected Izhar to do so well, so they didn't purchase enough satellite time to actually air the whole competition. Jordanian television cut the broadcast and shown pictures of flowers. And this is pretty interesting because I listened to this a while back. If you want to hear more, listen to to Israel Story podcast. It's a mixtape podcast, part 3, Eastward Bound. The podcast compares Izhar Cohen versus Zohar Argov. In one of the presentations, I showed you a video of Neda Barzilai singing this song with one string on her guitar. I put it again in the bonus materials.
אהבנו בסוד הסודות, אל מי היינו נחמדים, רק לדודים ולדודות, והבנות המסכנות סבלו, המתוקות הן רק מכות קיבלו, ואת מה שהרגשנו באמת, לחשו רק מספר אמת. אבל אני ביום בו אבב, אבל אני ביום בו אבב אותו דבר, אבל אני ביום בו אבב, אבל אני ביום בו אבב אותו דבר.
So this might look familiar to you. This is the song Hallelujah. It was originally submitted by the composer Kobi Oshrat for the national Israeli selection for the Eurovision contest in 1978, but was replaced because the selection committee did not think Hallelujah was strong enough. It was also rejected by song festivals in Chile and Japan. It was, however, accepted for the national Israeli selection in 1979 for the Eurovision Song Contest, where it was intended to be performed by the band Hakol Over Habibi. Hakol Over Habibi nevertheless declined the opportunity to sing it because the lead singer, Shlomit Aharon, declared that she did not want to go to Eurovision. After Oshrat decided to withdraw the song because of Hakol Over Habibi's refusal to perform the song, the national final producers wanted Gali Atari to perform the song instead. And the group Milk and Honey was then formed, especially for the national selection, around Atari, giving her the company of the 3 male vocalists, Shmulik Bilu, Reuven Gvertz, and Yehuda Tamir, so that the group had the same number of singers and gender compositions as Hakol Over Habibi. The song only narrowly won the national Israeli selection with 63 points, only 2 more points than Ein Li Ish Mivaldi, performed by Svika Pick. And by the way, Svika Pick passed away in August 2022. Svika Pick was later internationally known as the composer of the 1998 Eurovision winning song Diva, which we'll get to soon.
שמאיר הללויה על מה שהיה היה ומה שעוד לא היה הללויה הללויה לעולם הללויה ישירו כולם והענבלים הגדולים יהדהדו בהמון צלילים ואיתנו הם יאמרו הללויה.
All right. I also put in the bonus section Gali Atari singing this in 2020 when the world looked a little different. So, Israel has consistently participated in Eurovision since 1973. After winning the contest in 1978 and 1979, the IBA was financially and logistically unable to organize the event for a second consecutive year. The Netherlands and Holland agreed to host the 1980 contest in Israel's place. The date chosen for that year's contest conflicted with Yom HaZikaron, Israeli Memorial Day, so Israel could not compete. This made Israel the only country to date unable to defend its title. This is the only time that the winning country did not compete the following year. The 1980 Kadam winning song, Pizmon Choser, by the brothers and sisters, never had an opportunity to compete. In 1984, Israel again refrained from participating due to the same conflict. If you want to listen to the song Pizmon Choser, it will be in the bonus section of the slides. The winning Kadam 1982 entry was Hora, performed by Avi Toledano, and also composed by him, with lyrics written by Yoram Taharlev. At Eurovision, the song came in second and received 100 points. FYI, on this video and a future video, there's a connection, a very strong connection to Israeli dancing, and that is some of the background dancers are very well-known dance choreographers, and that's in this video and the next one.
מזהיב השדה שאספנו אז אור הארץ נושאת יבולה ואור יפים הם הלילות בכנען טרם השמש עולה עוד רכבת חוצה שם פרדס ירוק חסידה עוד רוגעת מעל ועוד ניסה הערפל בעמק בין הזריחה והטר וגם החולה ההיא תימהר כל האור עולה כל הלא נדם וגם החולה ההיא תימהר שירה ומלא ליבי לעונה.
And by the way, I did actually, when I was doing some of my research, find a really interesting English recording of the song. All right, so this is 1983. Israel was present at the 1983 Eurovision Song Contest, which was held in Munich, Germany. The entry was High, Alive, written by Ehud Manor, composed by the previous year's Israeli representative Avi Toledano, and performed by Ofra Haza. The song was selected through Israel's traditional national final, the Kadam Eurovision. And so Israel's national final was held in March of 1983 at the Jerusalem Theater and was co-hosted by Daniel Paer, who also co-hosted the 1979 International Final in Jerusalem, and also along with Dalia Mazor. One of the competitors was Pierre's 1979 co-host Yardena Arazi, who also competed as a member of Chocolat Menta Mastic in the 1976 contest. Arazi finished second, as she had in the previous year's national selection, and would later claim that the votes were incorrectly tallied, as she, not Ofra Haza, had actually earned the ticket to Munich. However, she did not want to appear to be a sore loser and let Ofra Haza take the victory. And this song came in second place at the Eurovision Song Contest. And as a little side note here, a couple of days ago, a few of us were on a Hebrew lesson, and we heard the whole story of what they're wearing, and look what they're wearing, and you'll understand. Listen to the song a little bit, and it definitely makes sense.
Terrific vivacity. High.
ושתי עיניי עוד נישאות לאור רבים חוכי אך גם פרחי ולפניי שנים רבות מספור אני שואל ומתפלל טוב שלא עבדה אותה תקווה עובר מזמור מדור לדור כמעיין מאז ועד עולם שואל ומתפלל טוב שלא עבדה אותה תקווה חי 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 כן אני עוד חי זה השיר שסבא שר כמו לאבא והיום אני עוד חי 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 עם ישראל חי זה השיר שסבא שר כמו
So Israel was represented by the artist Izhar Cohen with the song Ole Ole at the 1985 Eurovision Song Contest, which took place on the 4th of May in Gothenburg, Sweden. This is the second time that Izhar Cohen was in the Eurovision Song Contest. And this song came in 5th place at the contest.
אור הוא תכלת בשמיים ויורד לפתע יום עננים הופכים למים קשת עולה במרום שלל גוונים ואור שמיים הצובעים את העולם ויפה הוא שבעתיים הוא מחייך לכולם
This is a very famous song that went to Eurovision. Shir Habat Lanim, the Bum's Song, was the Israeli entry in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1987. It was performed in Hebrew by the comedic duo Lazy Bums and came in 8th place. It was also the subject of a resignation threat by the Israeli Minister of Culture.
נו, בבקשה. נו. כל בוקר אני מתעורר בערך שעות 10, רוצה לראות השמש, התריסים קצת מסתירים.
פותח התריסים ולא רואה השמש, כי את השמש מסתירות שורות של בניינים.
עושה לי כוס קפה ומדליק לי הסיגריה, יוצא אל המרפסת לפצח גרעינים.
הציפורים יורדות לעציצים של המרפסת
ומפזמות איתי את שיר הבטלנים. הופה הולה 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 הופה הופה הולה הולה הופה הולה הולה הופה פה הופה הולה הולה הופה הופה הולה הולה הופה הולה הולה הופה פה.
בשעות הצהריים שולח את הכלב עם סל עשוי מקש לקנות לי מצרכים. כשהוא חוזר אני מכין לשנינו צהריים, כי הציפורים אכלו את כל הגרעינים.
פתאום אני שומע יש צלצול דופקים בדלת, פותח את הדלת, נכנסת השכנה, שואלת בנימוס שאם זה לא יפריע היא תפזם איתי את ההופלה שלי. הופה הולה 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 הופה הופה הולה הולה הופה הולה הולה הופה 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 הולה הולה הופה הופה הולה הולה הופה הולה הולה הופה הופה.
All right. In 1998, IBA suspended the Kadam competition as a cost-cutting measure and decided that year to send Yardena Arazi to Eurovision in light of the achievement of the previous competitions. Yardena Arazi performed 4 songs, with the selected song being Ben Adam, and the song came in 7th place.
בן האדם הוא רק בשר ודם, אבק פורח במדבר. בן האדם בדרך העולם, קצר עובר החרס הנשבר. אדם הוא רק אדם ולא יבוא לילות, ואין אדם מושלם בכל המעלות. אז תן לו לחלום ותן לו נשימה, תן לשם, תן לחם, תן ליפת נחמה. אל תפתיק לך עליו ותן טיפה, ואל תתון אותו תמיד לכף חובה, כי אדם הוא אדם הוא אדם הוא רק אדם.
This is Rita, and this is Rita Jahan Faruz, also known as Rita, formerly Rita Kleinstein. And she was born in Iran, and at the age of 8, her family immigrated to Israel. Her niece is the Israeli actress Liraz Sharhi. And she began singing professionally as a military band member while serving in the IDF during the 1980s, and rose to stardom quickly. In 2011, she became popular in Iran after the release of various pop records, which she sings in her native Persian language. In 2012, her album All My Joys with the producer Amir Pahami, also sung in Persian, was popular in Israel and Iran, going gold in Israel after 3 weeks. She has since been referred to as a cultural ambassador between Israeli and the Iranian citizens, and states she hopes to puncture the wall of tension between their countries. Rita was married to Israeli singer, composer, and keyboardist Rami Kleinstein, with whom she has 2 daughters, Meshi and Noam. The couple performed together in 2001, and in 2007, they announced they were separating. And the song that Rita sang at Eurovision is Shara Barchavot, Singing in the Streets. This song, unfortunately, only achieved 18th place. There's an alternate version of the song on one of her albums that to me sounds a little bit, it's a little fat, a little quicker and a little different.
בבוקר השכם ישנת שקט ורע התכסיתי במעיל לא רוצה להביט השארתי הכל מונח ואת צרור המפתחות בטבע כמו תמיד תביט עליי שרה ברחובות מקבצת אהבות מתחמקת מניסים ואכזבות שרה ברחובות כי רציתי למהר לא להיות איתך יותר לא חשבתי מה כדאי או לא כדאי ואתה שכל חיי תישאר כמו כתובת מלח הידיים.
So Israel was present at the Eurovision Song Contest in 1991, held in Rome, Italy. The Israeli broadcaster IBA continued to use the national final Kadam Eurovision to select their entry. Duo Dots, Orna Cohn, and Moshe Dots, a musical duo in Israel for audience of all ages. They were also introduced to the European audiences by winning a third place for Israel at the 1991 contest.
כאן ביתי פה אני נולדתי במישור אשר על שפת הים כאן החברים איתם גדלתי ואין לי שום מקום אחר בעולם אין לי שום מקום אחר בעולם כאן ביתי פה אני שיחקתי בשפלה אשר על גב ההר כאן מן הבאר שתיתי מים ושתלתי דשא במדבר ושתלתי דשא במדבר כאן נולדתי, כאן נולדו לי ילדיי כאן בניתי את ביתי בשתי ידיי כאן גם אתה איתי וכאן כל אלף ידידיי ואחרי שנים 2000 סופי
So Israel entered the Eurovision Song Contest in 1992 with the song Xerox Sport by Daphne Deckel, held in Malmo, Sweden. That's where they are this year in 2024. The song finished in 6th place, and you could listen to this song in the bonus materials. And as a little side note here, Daphne's father, Benny Deckel, is sometimes heard on Radio Levha Medina on Fridays. He does like an oldies classic show right before Shabbat and always ends with a great version of Shalom Aleichem. And okay, this song represented Israel in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1993 in Ireland. The song was written by Yoram Tarlev and composed by Shaiki Paikov. I hope I didn't botch the name up too bad. And on the stage, the members dressed in traditional Israeli dress, wearing red ribbons in solidarity with people living with HIV/AIDS. And at the end of the song, they all joined in a row at the front of the stage. This song received 4 points, placing 24th out of 25. Israel's worst ever finished in the grand final. As a result, Israel was prevented from participating in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1994, the following year. Since that year, it was decided that only the countries in the top 18 would be allowed to participate in the following contest. This was known as the relegation rule. Some of these rules change a bit from year to year. And due to time, please listen to this song in the bonus section. I really enjoyed hearing it for the first time. Okay, so this is Leora. Leora released her first album in 1994, which was a big success in Israel. She represented Israel in Dublin, Ireland in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1995 with the song Amen, composed by Moshe Datz. After she won the pre-Eurovision, Moshe Datz claimed his song to perform it himself with his wife. The Israeli broadcast did not agree with that. And after the Eurovision Song Contest, and after it broke marriage, she became popular in South America. And this song placed 8th in a field of 23.
ותן ברכת שלום ושמור על ביתנו, קרב אותנו לחלום שבתוכנו, תן תמיד ברכה במעשה ידינו, פתח ליבנו שתמיד נשיר לך.
So Israel attempted to participate in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1996 in Oslo. Galit Bell, an unknown singer at the time, represented Israel with the song Shalom Olam. However, Israel was one of 7 countries which failed to qualify for the Eurovision final from a pre-qualifying round. So they were not present in Norway. This is because in that year, the Eurovision Broadcasting Union reestablished an early selection process by eliminating 7 songs that they felt were the worst. The Israeli song Hello World was one of those 7. The song can be heard later in the bonus section. A new system was introduced for the 1996 contest when an audio-only qualification round held in the months before the contest in Oslo, Norway. This system was primarily introduced in an attempt to appease Germany, one of Eurovision's biggest markets and financial contributors. Germany would have otherwise been relegated under the previous system. Germany would ultimately still miss out and joined Hungary, Romania, Russia, Denmark, Israel, and Macedonia as one of the 7 countries to be absent from the Oslo contest in 1996. Interesting fact, as of 2024, 1996 is the only Eurovision Song Contest that Germany has not participated in. In 1997, Eurovision was scheduled to take place on Yom HaShoah a few months earlier. The Knesset passed an amendment to postpone Holocaust Remembrance Day by a day if it fell on a Saturday, meaning Shabbat. The Israeli Broadcasting Authority tried to register for the competition after the Knesset decision, but this late registration meant Israel could not compete. So, in 1998, Diva was the winning song of the Eurovision Song Contest, performed in Hebrew by Israeli singer Dana International, representing Israel. The music was composed by Svika Peak, with lyrics written by Yoav Janai. The song was produced by Ofer Nissim. It was Israel's third winning song in the Eurovision Song Contest, following the consecutive victories of 1978 and 1979. Dana International's win is considered influential in making trans identity mainstream.
יש אישה גדולה מהחיים, יש חושים שיש רק לה, יש קסמים ויש ימים קשים, ובמה שהיא כולה שלה, למלאכים דיבה היא אימפריה, על הבמה דיבה היא היסטריה, היא כולה שיר אהבה. ויבה נריה, ויבה ויקטוריה, אפרודיטה. ויבה לה דיבה, ויבה ויקטוריה, קליאופטרה.
Okay, so the Eurovision Song Contest in 1999 was the 44th edition of the song contest, held May 29th, 1999 at the International Convention Center in Jerusalem, Israel. Organized by the EBU as and the host broadcaster, the IBA. The contest was presented by Daphne Dekel, Yigal Raviv, and Sigal Shakman. Some of them sang the song Zurak Sport in a prior Eurovision Song Contest. Here's a little break in the contest. This is something I found while putting the presentation together.
Ladies and gentlemen, a short break in the contest. We would like to invite all of you here and all of you viewers at home to join us. Raise a toast. All of you. Ladies and gentlemen,
Mesdames et messieurs,
גבירותיי ורבותיי,
meine Damen und Herren,
halfway through this evening, we'd like to raise a toast to the millennium about to leave us, to the one we're about to host.
in Hebrew we say L'chaim when a man weds his wife. In all our celebrations, we raise a glass to life. To life, L'chaim, 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 to life. It gives you something to think about, something to drink about. Kos L'chaim, nishte, nishte, L'chaim, 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 nishte. It gives you something to think about, something to drink about. Kos L'chaim, nishte. The English word is cheered, the Swiss the toast is prost, the Swedish term is called, yes, that's the way they toast.
The Russian sauce with vodka, the Poles they do the same. The French champagne is quite divine, it's brought their country fame.
To life, L'chaim, L'chaim,
L'chaim,
to life. It gives you something to think about, something to drink about. Drink L'chaim to life.
So Yom Huledet, happy birthday, was the Israeli entry in the Eurovision Song Contest in 1999, performed in Hebrew and English by Eden. The song was written by Yitzhak Baroness, Yaakov Lamai, Jackie Oved, and Gabriel Butler, and composed by Baroness, Lamai, Oved, and Moshe Datz, who represented Israel in 1991 with the song Khan. The song is a lively and fast-paced tune, showcasing the contest's growing emphasis on dance-friendly music. In the song, the band sings about the simple happiness of having a birthday and enjoying it with a party. The song's sound is somewhat reminiscent of American music, influenced by two of the singers, Eddie and Gabriel Butler, who are Black Israelites. Notably, their inclusion marked the first instance of Black participants representing Israel at Eurovision, according to the wiki. And this song placed 5th in the contest.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. זה היום לחלום נגלה ביחד. It's a celebration. זה בא לי פעם בשנה. Oh, 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 oh. Happy birthday to you. חלומות תתגשמו. נחגוג ונרקוד עד הבוקר. Happy birthday to you. שהשנים יעברו. בכיף בשמחה ובאושר.
That's your birthday song for the month if you have a birthday. Okay, so in 2002, Israel participated in the Eurovision Song Contest with the song "Light a Candle." Again, this song was written by Svika Pik and Yoav Janai. The song was performed by Sarit Haddad, who was internally selected by the Israel Broadcasting Authority in November 2001 to compete at the 2002 contest in Tallinn, Estonia. The song Sarit would perform at Eurovision, "Light a Candle," was also internally selected and presented to the public on February 26, 2002, during the Many Peer Show. I put the other songs that were not chosen in the bonus section. Okay, so basically this song placed 12th out of the 24 participating countries, scoring 37 points. Since I played the music video to the song at the Hanukkah 2023 presentation, and to keep this presentation as short as possible, this slide will be available for viewing later on. Okay. The song that Lior Narkis, who was internally selected by the Israeli broadcaster to represent Israel in Riga, was selected through the national final Kadam Eurovision 2003, which simultaneously celebrated Israel's 30th anniversary since their first participation in the Eurovision Song Contest. 4 songs were chosen from over 250 submissions by Lior Narkis. All 4 competing songs were performed by him, and the winning song, Milim La'ahava, was selected by a combination of public televote conducted through telephone, SMS, and the votes from the committee members. In addition to the performance of the competing songs, Narkis performed his song Lechol Echad Yesh together with Sigal Shakman. And Israel competed in the Eurovision Song Contest, which took place in the 24th of May 2003 and placed 19th. The song was later retitled as Words for Love.
יש מיליון מילים לאהבה, רק אני עוד לא מוצא מילים שמובילות אלייך, אחפש אבדוק בכל פינה, עד שאגלה את המילה הנכונה אל מצבו. מילים יפות, לומר אני אוהב אותך בכל שפה, אמצא את המילה שעד אלייך מובילה לאהבה.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's my way to say I want you, סגה פה שתם I love you, והמאוד פשוט אוהב אותה. It's my way to say I want you, סגה פה שתם I love you, והמאוד ואוהב אותה. Oh,
This is Shiri Maimon. She is an Israeli pop R&B singer, TV show host, and actress who rose to fame as runner-up in the TV show Kochav Nolad. Note, this show is called Kochav Nolad because in Israel, they don't believe in idols. Kochav Nolad is also one of the current methods that the Eurovision contest representative is being chosen. In 2018, Shiri starred in the Broadway show Chicago in the role of Roxy Hart. Pictured to the right is Josh Schroen and Meirav Dabrowski. Josh Schroen is the host of Israel Hour Radio. If you want more information, visit myisraelimusic.com. And in June 2013, Shiri became one of the judges for the first season of the X Factor Israel. She continued her role for the second and third seasons. In 2018, it was revealed that she would leave the show in favor of the rival network show Rising Star Kochav Haba. In 2020, Shiri Maimon performed worldwide in a worldwide virtual concert for a synagogue in Michigan. And the Israeli entry for the Eurovision Song Contest was selected through Kadam Eurovision 2005, the national final format organized by the IBA. And the IBA directly invited 14 artists to participate in that year's competition. And Shiri represented Israel in the contest, and the song came in 4th place. Another little piece of information about this song: there are 2 different versions of it. You can find it in English all the way through and Hebrew all the way through.
הייתי כעיוורת לאור היום, מרוב ההיגיון לא נשאר מקום, רועדת לידך והסם שבי עוד לא נגמר, נושרת לי ממך ואתה כבר מה? המבט אחר והכל חודר, אתה מסתתר וגופי שובר. המבט אחר והכל חודר, איך עוד יום עובר בלי נשימה, לילה בא לאט הזמן נעצר, לילה ואתה השקט שנשאר, רגע אחד נופלת איתך בסוף
This is a very famous Eurovision song. Push the Button, known in Hebrew as Kaftor Adam, red button, was the Israeli entry in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2007, performed in English, French, and Hebrew by Tipex. This song was the first Israeli entry to feature lyrics in French, as well as the first to feature lyrics in any language aside from Hebrew or English. The entry gained the right to represent Israel by an absolute majority, winning 20% of the televote, 20% of the SMS vote, 20% of the pre-vote, and 40% of the jury vote. TPEX, also known as Tipex, is an Israeli band that formed in 1988 in the southern Israeli city Sderot. Originally, the band was named after the correction fluid Tipex, but in 1985, the transliteration was changed so as not to infringe on the well-known brand, while keeping the pronunciation and spelling in Hebrew the same. And this song, unfortunately, placed 24th of 28 in the semifinal and did not qualify for the final. And they wound and it wound up 38th out of 42 in the overall competition.
The world is full of terror. If someone makes an error, it's gonna blow us up to bitty kingdom come. There are some crazy rulers, they hide and try to fool us with demonic technologic willingness to harm. They're gonna push the button, 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 push the button. Push the bar, push the bar, push the button. Il y a plein de souffrance dans la rue, y a trop de violence et on a beaucoup de chance d'être vivant, même pas blessé. Avancement tactique des régimes fanatiques, situation tragique qui me met les larmes aux yeux. And I don't wanna die, I wanna see the flowers bloom, don't wanna go kaput, kaboom. And I don't wanna cry, I wanna have a lot of fun, just sitting in the sun. But nevertheless, he's gonna push the button, 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 push the button.
All right. This actually is one of the best, according to me, but okay. So at the Kadam Eurovision in 2009, 4 songs, all written by Achi Noah Mini, Noah, Mira Awad, and Gildor, and performed in English, Hebrew, and Arabic, were provided by the performers for the competition, with the goal of using Eurovision as a means to convey a message of peace in these difficult times, as stated by Noah, in regards to the competing songs. Israel participated in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2009 in Moscow, Russia, with the song There Must Be Another Way, written by Noah, Mira Awad, and Gildor. This was the first time an Israeli Arab represented the country and the first use of Arabic by Israel. Pay attention to the ladies drumming at the end. I have to show the full video because it was pretty amazing. It's not much longer. In the extras, in the presenter notes, is another version of There Must Be Another Way that was performed in December of 2023 in Berlin with the Berlin Philharmonic at a benefit concert, also Noah's official version of the song.
There must be another way. עינייך אחות, כל מה שליבי מבקש אומרות. עברנו עד כה דרך ארוכה, דרך כה קשה, יד ביד, והדמעות צומות לשווא. כאב ללא שם, אנחנו מחכות רק ליום שיבוא אחרי. There must be another way. There must be another way. عينك بتقول رح يجي يوم وكل الخوف يزول. بعينك إصرار إنه عنا خيار نكمل هالمسار مهما طال. ما في عنوان وحيد للأحزان، بنادي للمدى للسما نعيد. There must be another way. There must be another way.
hope you enjoyed that. That again is one of my favorites. Okay, so Israel was represented in 2010 by Harrell Scott, who came in 14th place in the final with the song Milim, which means words. And Israel's participation from 2011 to 2014 were less successful. In 2011, former Eurovision winner Dana International with the song Ding Dong. In 2012, the band Isabeau with the song Time. In 2013, Moran Mazur with the song Rock Bishvilo. And in 2014, May Feingold, Same Heart. All these songs failed to qualify for the final, but they're also still all in the extra section. So what we're looking at here, this is Golden Boy. It's a song performed by Israeli singer Nadav Gej and was written by Doron Madali. It was chosen by public broadcaster IBA to represent Israel in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2015. It was the first ever Israeli Eurovision entry with lyrics entirely in the English language. The song finished in 9th place in the grand finale with 97 points. This was also the first song that got Israel to the final after 4 straight years of not qualifying. Following the 2 more years after Golden Boy in 2016 with Hovi Star Made and Made of Stars, which finished 14th, and in 2017 Imri Ziv and I Feel Alive, which finished 23rd, Israel's lowest placing in a Eurovision final since 2006. So let's listen to this.
Take me out, I'm not in the mood for broken heart. On a decent night, forget her, no, she doesn't know what I'm doing on the floor. Did you say hello, my lady? Pull me, baby, I'm your trigger. You know that my love is bigger. Love, 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 hey, love, hey, love. Come on, let the rhythm take us higher. You know when I'm on fire. Check me out. 3, 2, 1. I'm a golden boy, come here to enjoy. I'm the king of fun. Let me show you how we do it. I'm a golden boy, come here to enjoy. And before I leave, let me show you that I'll be.
Okay, so Netta Barzilai is a singer, songwriter, and musician from Israel. And after winning the 5th season of HaKochav Haba, she earned the right to represent Israel at the Eurovision Song Contest in 2018. In May 2018, she won the contest held in Lisbon, Portugal, with this famous song, Toy. This song marks Israel's 4th Eurovision win, along with 1978, 79, and 1998. And the song reached the top of the charts in Israel. The song held the title of the most viewed video on the Eurovision Song Contest YouTube channel until it was surpassed by Russia's 2020 entry Uno in July of 2020. The song is featured in a video game, and this I didn't know, it's the video game Just Dance 2019. Netta was not allowed to use the looper device during the song contest. And in 2019, as host country with Kobe Marimi and his song Home, Israel was pre-qualified for the final. However, the song that Kobe did there finished in 23rd place, making it the 4th time since 2015 that the host country ranked in the bottom 5. And here's a little copyright note that I found. In July 13th, 2018, Israeli infotainer Guy Pines reported that Universal Music Group may file a lawsuit claiming Toy similarities in rhythm and harmony with the White Stripes song Seven Nation Army. Universal sent a pre-suit notice letter to the songwriters Doron Madali and Stav Berger, claiming copyright infringement. In February 2019, the Israeli composers agreed to give writing credit to Jack White and a share in the royalties for the song. Madali and Berger had reportedly agreed to give Universal some of the song's distribution rights to certain territories, potentially exposing the song to an even larger audience.
Ouch. Ha. La. Ouch. Ha. La. Ouch. 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 La. Ouch. 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 La. Ouch. Ouch. La. Look at me, I'm a beautiful creature. I don't care about your modern time preacher. Welcome, boys, too much noise, I will teach ya. Pum pum po, pum pum po. Hey, I think you forgot how to play. My teddy bear's running away. The Barbie got something to say. Hey, 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 hey. My summer says leave me alone. I'm taking my Pikachu home. You're stupid just like you're smart. Wonder Woman, don't you ever forget. You're divine and he's about to regret. He's a I'm not your toy. Not your toy. You stupid boy. Stupid boy. I'll take you down now, make you watch me. Dancing with my dolls on the motherfucker beat. Not your
So Ed and Elena is an Israeli singer, and she won the 7th season of the singing competition HaKochav Haba. And she had been sent to represent Israel in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2020. And let's see, so she was enlisted in the army on October 2018 as a soldier, and served in the military band of the Education and Youth Corps. She received an honorable discharge in October 2020. So the Eurovision Song Contest in 2020 was planned to be the 65th edition of the song contest. It would have taken place in Rotterdam, Netherlands, following the country's victory at the 2019 contest with their song Arcade by Duncan Lawrence. This edition was the first and only one in the contest 64 history to be canceled, with it being called off on March 18, 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Following the cancellation, the European Broadcasting Union began discussions of potential carryovers for the 2021 contest, such as the host city and participating artists with various parties. In place of the canceled contest, the EBU and its Dutch members organized a replacement show, Eurovision Europe Shine a Light, to showcase the selected entries on the day of that the finals would have been planned for. Rotterdam remained the host of the 2021 contest. However, the songs selected for the 2020 contest were not eligible for the competition. So Ed and Elena's song Feker Libi, My Beloved, is a song recorded and performed in English, Amharic, Hebrew, and Arabic. It was planned to represent Israel in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2020. It would have been the first Eurovision to contain the lyrics in the Amharic language. For those that may not know, Amharic is an Ethiopian language. Also, in that same 2020 show, Gali Atari sang Hallelujah on the Shine the Light show, and also Netta Barzilai sang Cuckoo, and that's also available in the bonus materials.
be what the hello, now what the I love you. Fakil be what the hello, now what the I love you. Once upon a time, I was looking for a sign. But your mama, show the way, you'll be my guide. Love is undermined. Close your eyes and you will find melody, melody. I feel the energy inside. Say, all the people coming my way. Love is on my way. Makala kumade, makala kumade, masa, makala kumade. Tonight is our story. We celebrate the glory. We have no shame.
Let's see. So on March 22nd in 2020, it was announced that Ed and Elena had been internally chosen to represent Israel in the Eurovision Song Contest for 2021. And in January 2021, her three songs, one of which was the candidate for the finals, were these are the three: Ooh La La, La La Love, and Set Me Free. Eventually, on the 25th of January, the song Set Me Free was picked. Okay, so on May 18th in 2021, she performed 12th during the first semifinal, following Belgium and preceding Romania. She qualified to the final, and in addition to that, she broke the all-time record for the highest note in the Eurovision history, hitting a B6 whistle note during the first semifinals of the Eurovision 2021. In the grand finale, she scored 93 points, finishing 17th out of 26. So I strongly suggest you go back later and watch the entire video.
Take a look what we become. It's been so long. Getting you out of my life, I feel so strong. Set me free. Feel my beating heart in perfect harmony. Don't let me down. Feeling like a prison, looking for the reason I don't wanna say goodbye. Feels like no tomorrow. Everywhere that I go, babe, I'm gonna lose my mind. Just another story, tell me not to worry. Everything will be just fine. Used to be a treasure, now I'm gone forever. Think I'm going back in time. Set me free. Feel my beating heart in perfect harmony. Don't let me down. Oh, 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 I'ma make it on my own. Oh, 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 خلاص ماشي down. Oh, 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 I'ma make it on my own. Oh, 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 خلاص ماشي down. Life has been so easy, used to call us cheesy. It was paradise.
So this is Noah Kirel. She released her red hot single $1 Million in 2020. She announced that she signed a multi-million-dollar recording contract with Atlantic Records in the USA. And on July 14th, 2021, she released her first international single, Please Don't Suck. Unfortunately, the song's inappropriate words, and it would not be okay to play here. So I skipped that one off. So she in Eurovision sang Unicorn. It was written and composed by Doron Madali, May Sfadia, Yinon Yahal, and Noah Kirel. Described as a pop song and sung in Hebrew and English. It represented Israel in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2023 after the artist was internally selected by the IPBC and the Con. At the Eurovision Grand Final, the song finished third place with 362 points. It topped the charts in Israel and was a top 10 hit in Finland, Greece, Iceland, and Lithuania. In an interview with I-24 News, that's an Israeli news station, Noah stated that her experiences as a 13-year-old inspired the making of the song. And as a 13-year-old, when she was starting her music career, she stated that she got a lot of criticism about what she was doing as a young woman and artist. At that time, she felt everybody was trying to put me down. She would describe that she had found a horn that she needed to embrace. Carell stated that the song was also promoting coexistence and togetherness, with, according to I-24 News, was a reference to Israel's negative image among much of the international community.
Hey, you don't like the way I'm talking, hey? So you stand there, keep on calling me names. No, I'm not your enemy, so if you're gonna do it, don't do it. Hey, do you wanna check my DNA? All the stories time to go away and believe in fairy tales, oh. If you're gonna do it, I'm gonna stand you like a unicorn out here on my own. I got the power of a unicorn. Don't you ever learn? And then I won't look back, I won't look down. I'm going up, you better turn around. The power of a unicorn, the power of a unicorn. History that ain't alone. Don't you wanna change it? You know that we can, you and me can write a new book. Don't you wanna change it now? It's gonna be phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. I'm gonna stand here like a unicorn out here on my own. I got the power of a unicorn. Don't you ever learn? And then I won't look back, I won't look down. I'm going up, you better turn around. The power of a unicorn. The power of a unicorn.
Okay, so now this brings us to 2024. Eden Golan was born in Kfar Saba, Israel. When she was 6 years old, she and her parents moved to Moscow for permanent residence due to her father's work. Her parents were born in the Soviet Union to families of Jewish heritage. She had mixed feelings about her time living in Russia, and while she started her music career there, she was also uncomfortable due to the frequent manifestations of anti-Semitism. Eden and her parents moved back to Israel in 2022 due to the Russian invasion of Ukraine, but according to Eden, her family would have done so regardless. So Hurricane is a song and basically sung by Eden Golan. It was written by Avi Ohayan, Karen Pelez, and Stav Berger, and released on the 10th of March 2024 through Sessions 42. It was inspired by an Israeli perspective of the 2023 Hamas-led attack on Israel and its emotional aftermath on Israelis, according to Golan and its songwriters. And it's going to represent Israel tomorrow, which is Thursday, at the Eurovision Song Contest. Vote, vote, vote. Okay. The song also drew heavy scrutiny for its original title, October Rain, which, along with the lyrics, was viewed as a political method, alluding to the Israeli-Hamas war in support of Israel and the Israel Defense Forces. As a result, the European Broadcasting Union requested a rewrite of the song in late February 2024. After multiple submissions and rewrites, a final revised version titled Hurricane was approved by the EBU on the 7th of March. The song in both versions, along with Ed Golan herself, has faced numerous calls for its exclusion from the contest. And there was a lot of that went on, and they said they would not exclude the Israel from the contest.
Write her on my symphony, play with me, look into my eyes and see. People walk away but never say goodbye. Someone stole the moon tonight, took my light. Everything is black and white. Who's the fool who told you boys don't cry? Hours and hours and powers. Life is no game but it's ours. Why? The time goes wild. Every day I'm losing my mind, holding on in this mysterious ride, dancing in the storm. I got nothing to hide. Take it all and leave the world behind. Baby, promise me you'll hold me again. I'm still broken from this hurricane. This hurricane. Living in a fantasy, ecstasy. Everything is meant to be. We shall pass, but love will never die. Hours and hours and powers. Life is no game, but it's ours. Why? The time goes wild. Every day I'm losing my mind, holding on in this mysterious ride, dancing in the storm. I got nothing to hide. Take it all and leave the world behind. Baby, promise me you'll hold me again. I'm still broken from this hurricane. This hurricane. Woo! 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 This hurricane. Woo! Woo! לא צריך מילים גדולות, רק תפילות. אפילו אם קשה לראות, תמיד אתה משאיר לי אור אחד קטן. Thank you!